And now, your host, Walt Disney.
In creating new characters for our cartoon films, one of our main sources of inspiration has been the world of animals. And we've always been very much impressed with the cat family. This group of carnivora includes more than 40 species from almost every part of the world.
All right, so we got like 240 something Disney cats, and when I say every cat, I mean every cat. Okay, so a few disclaimers before I begin. There's a ton of cats. I mean, there's a lot of cats. Okay, I put this list together. Okay, but listen, majority of these cats, I'm not gonna lie to you, they're from like three main categories, and that's like the comics. They're either a lot of one-offs from like TV shows and Disney Junior cats. There's an unbelievably large amount of Disney Junior cats. I try to be as comprehensive as possible. I rounded up as many as I can find. There's gonna be some I promise you have never heard of. There's some I've never even heard of. I also want to thank the Disney Wiki, because wow. I mean, and I'm also sure there are some I missed. Actually, I know there are some that I've missed, but listen, I couldn't find another cat ranking video with all the cats, so I'm doing it myself. If there is any I missed, please let me know down below, and I won't change my list at all. Thank you. Of course, we got the standard ranking, A to F. I took out the C mostly because I feel like the C and D categories are kind of like the same, and I added a Jim Cummings. But yes, I also have a Jim Cummings category, mostly because this is an inside joke with mostly just me, because every time I review anything, Jim Cummings is just a surprise voice actor in whatever it is. And I feel like they'll just use him for anything to save on paying someone else for like a minor role. So if you don't know who Jim Cummings is, he was just a few of his major roles. Also, I'm going to be very quick with the majority of these. Listen, I'm just one guy. I have pictures for all of them. I wrote down a few notes for each one. I rounded them up in alphabetical order. For the most part, I got lazy in some parts and I grouped some together. Sue me. So if we get to a movie like The Lion King, you're like, why the fuck did you skip Simba? I say shut up and keep listening. Also, I promise you don't want to hear me yapping about comic book cats forever. There's 240 of these guys, so let's go.
In telling our story, we have selected two of the more prominent members of this family, the lion and the domestic cat.
All right, starting off with the Air Pirates. So the Air Pirates, these guys are Don Carnage's henchmen. They're in the Disney TV show Tailspin. I'm gonna be honest right off the bat here, I don't know these guys that well, but I know the show. There's like 8 or 9 members in this pirate club. I think like 1 or 2 of them are cats. So let's shout out their leader, Don Carnage, though, who sounds a lot like an I Love Lucy character. But of course, our first guy is voiced by Jim Cummings. Remember his name and take note. I'm not joking, y'all. Don Carnage, Jim Cummings. All right, the Alley Cats from the Aristocats. I'll be covering each individual member, starting with their leader, Scat Cat. So the fun fact about this guy, he was originally written for Louis Armstrong, but he got sick and had to go to some random guy. But hey, they made up for it with Everybody Wants to Be a Cat, because damn, that song is so good. It goes so hard, A tier for my boy Scat Cat. All right, Shun Gan. I feel like some of these names are gonna be crazy to say for me. He's a Chinese Siamese cat. You can tell he was inspired by the lady in Tramp Cats, who we'll get to. But here he is playing an instrument with chopsticks. In the comics, his name is Chino. D tier. Billy Boss, he's a Russian guy. He's playing the double bass. Shout out to him. I don't know how he knows how to play it either, but he looks super happy doing it, and he's part of the songs. He's okay. A B tier. All right, Peppo the Italian cat. He's got the red bandana. He's also got a green hat that he's always tipping to everybody, which I like. He plays the accordion. And in the comics, his name is Luigi. He's all right, B tier. The final member in the Alley Cats, Hit Cat. So he's the English cat of the group. He resembles the hippies, I guess, of the movements. He's often seen playing the guitar. And while I do like most of the gang's voices in here, I think his stands out the most to me. And in the comics, his name is Cyril. Cyril? B tier. All right, we're done with the Alley Cats, all right? I know there's more cats, we'll get to them. All right, so Ambrose, the cat, he's from the Silly Symphonies, the Robber Kitten, it's called. See, now with him, he's an only child, and he lives with his mom due to his father's previous death. Someone threw a boot at him. He resembles the Puss in Boots cat to me. I like him. He's got guns. Shit, A tier. Captain Amelia. you may think is a human, but she is most definitely has feline features. I told you we hit every Disney cat. So she's from Treasure Planet, and hold up, I was reading her Disney wiki, and I shit you not, in her physical appearance, someone wrote, Captain Amelia is a tall, slender, and cream-furred feline-like humanoid with auburn hair kept in a short bob-style, green eyes with pale yellow sclera, slit pupils, a small mole below the left side of her. Nah, a furry wrote this. F tier. Angel Kitty is up next. She's a character from Toy Story That Time Forgot. She's a Christmas tree ornament. I think she's adorable. She looks a lot like a Hello Kitty character. I don't know what's up with that, but I'm assuming she's in storage whenever it's not Christmas time, and that's just kind of sad to think about. But so let's be nice on her. A tier. Did I also mention before? This list is totally just my own opinion. It's all totally biased. It's totally just whatever I'm feeling in the moment. So there you go. Next up, Aslan, the Great Lion from the Chronicles of Narnia. It's a Disney movie. So a great guy. I would take him to dinner over 500K. I would even let him babysit my pets. S tier. Look at him up there. Look at him go. Alrighty. Bast is up next. She is a cat, and she's from Mickey Mouse Funhouse Show, which I'm going to be honest, I've never fucking heard of this show until now. Apparently, it's a new show, but I don't know what she does, so... All right, the Bayou Bobcats. It's a musical band that features Papa and Octavia. They are located in the Critter Co-op store in the Magic Kingdom. You'd be led to believe that they're just on this poster, though. They are on the ride. It's a grandpa-granddaughter situation. I don't know. I don't think they were in the movie, but to be honest, Splash Mountain's better anyway. D tier. Benson Douglas, or Douglas Benson. I don't know. He's from Tailspin, another one of these guys. A lot of these guys. He's literally just in one episode in the show, so he's a throwaway character. Though there is one shot where he's blowing up some guy's house, so he's the villain. So bump him up to we got a favorite coming up, Berlioz? I literally forgot how to say his name every single time I think of it. He's from the Aristocats. He's a brother to Marie, which we'll get to. I love this little guy. He's definitely my favorite of the siblings. If I had to pick one, he's sassy to Marie. He can play piano better than even she knows.
Do your skills in your arpeggios.
I mean, listen, this guy, cute voice, S tier. S tier, join Atlanta up there. That's where you belong. Thackeray Binks is one of the mains in Hocus Pocus. He's transformed into a cat in the beginning of the film. I don't know much about him. I do know that about 8 real-life black cats were used to play him, and that's just really adorable to me. The shout out to all the cats in the world just getting the gigs, you know, because they're really hard to find nowadays. I wonder how they're doing now, but he's okay. The D tier? All right, we got Bitsy from Disney Junior Super Kitty. She's the smallest member of the team. Again, I don't know anything about her, but I did see her in her superhero costume, and I just fell in love. B tier. All right, next up, we got Black Cat, but the baby version from the Disney Junior series, Spidey and His Amazing Friends. I don't think I need to explain myself here, but from what I can tell, she's not very lore accurate, and she seems to be too nice, you know? So I don't really like her. F tier. All right, next up are some more black cats. These are from the silly symphony short, The Skeleton Dance, which I'm sure a lot of people have heard of, right? You've seen it. These guys are iconic, I think, though I don't think they have names, nor do they play a role other than background characters, but I do like the way they meow. So... B tier? Bonkers D Bobcat. It's from, I guess, his own show. I actually haven't seen this show, but I remember him from some old-ass video game that he was in with his name. I don't know what happened to this guy. Do they still own him? He's very Roger Rabbit inspired, but alas, he's voiced by Jim Cummings. Oh, we got our second one. Ding. We'll be seeing plenty more of you coming up there, Jim. All right, Bootsy from Spidey and His Amazing Friends. Another one. She's apparently Peter and Aunt May's cat, but I'm pretty sure she was made for just this show and she doesn't appear in any comics. So lore broken. F tier. I'm sorry, Bootsy. All right, next up. I'm sorry, alphabetical order. What can I say? Buddy from Super Kitty. So he's the largest member of the team. He's capable of rolling himself up into a ball. So, hey, there's something there, right? Got me. So I'll say D tier. Woo! Bagheera from The Jungle Book. A very respectable panther, the protector of Mowgli. A fun fact, Jungle Book was like the first Disney film I started collecting because I was in love with the songs in it. I like him, but he's not my fave. I feel like if they gave him a song, I'd put him higher. But for me, he's just A tier. Benjamin Clawhauser from Zootopia, the front desk cop cheetah. This guy's funny as fuck, and he's definitely a highlight in the film for me. He loves donuts. Like, what more can you ask for? S tier. S tier.
Hi.
OM goodness. They really did hire a bunny.
Another left field one for you guys. The Cave of Wonders from Aladdin. I mean, it's got the magic lamp in it. The cave can only be entered by the diamond in the rough. An individual whose worth lies far within. You know, that sappy shit. Those who attempt to enter up almost instantly if they ignore the warning. It kills. Final sentence. S tier. Cagney. He's the pet cat in the TV show Gargoyles. You guys remember that show? I'll be honest, I don't really think he does much or he speaks. So, he does look like he's vibing though. So he looks like a really cute vibing cat. I'm gonna go ahead and put him in D tier though. Woo, the Captain Cat. He's the main baddie in this old ass short, The Three Blind Mouseketeers. Listen, so he's assumed to be a black cat. It's basically just Peg Leg Pete. This is his one and only appearance was in this short. And while he doesn't even win, so he kind of sucks. I don't know why he's standing like that. F tier. Next up, the cat. Deadass, that's his name. It's just the cat. This guy's top tier comedy. He's from the new Mickey Mouse shorts. By the way, those are gas. You gotta watch them. But every time this cat is like on the screen, I'm pretty sure he's only just trying to eat Gubbles, the tiny fish. But he does a good job doing it. Get up where you belong, S tier. This one's name is Cat. He's a very small character. He's from the Black Cauldron. Listen, I love the animation in this film, but the story is ass. He honestly doesn't do anything in it. He does like eating, so hey, that's a good cat. I don't like the way he looks either. F tier. The Cat. We got another one, guys. I haven't even heard of this one till now. From the short, The Cat That Looked Like a King. I don't know, it was attached to the Mary Poppins DVD release for some reason. Apparently, when in the real world, the cat is a normal cat. Look at him. And she does not speak, but when she jumps into like this painting, she transforms into her animated form and she does speak. F. Cat Burglar from Super Kitties. That's right, we're back. After a quick read about this guy, I found out that he is a tabby who loves swiping whatever he can get his paws on. He has a grandmother who shares his passion for thievery. I'm really trying really hard to not like laugh during all of these names and characters, but I do like this one. I do like this one. A tier. So the cat in the Pescado Barrel, is that how you say it? So this little guy is from the Pirates ride, and I mean he's a cat. He was added in the 1996 update of the ride, replacing the maid in the barrel, which, you know. I also learned that pescado means fish in Spanish, so that's pretty neat. B. The Cat Judge. He shows up briefly in the short Pluto's Judgment Day. He's voiced by Clarence Nash, voice of Donald, but he's not really noteworthy, this being his only appearance. And, you know, he does what a judge does and judges. And I'm judging him. D. Next up from that same short, we got the Cat Jury. They serve as the jurors for Pluto's sentencing. And by the way, it was a rigged sentencing. And they do sentence Pluto to the hot seat, and that's pretty dark for these cats. So I kind of enjoy it, being a little different. B tier. I don't know why I get in front of the pescado. The Cat Prosecutor. What, you thought we were done with this short? He doesn't do much in this, but he does look very scary looking. F. All right, Catterick and Kitty Linksley. I think that's how you say their names. Dude, these names don't make any sense to me. So these are like very, very new. They're villains from Zootopia 2, and I actually did like these guys, though I don't think they will last the test of time in Disney cat history, but I did enjoy them for what they were. I'm gonna have to go a D tier for both of them. I'm just being really harsh today, aren't I? Sean Du. He's a character from Sinbad's Storybook Voyage. This is at Tokyo Disney Sea, the theme park. I have not been on the ride, so I don't really know how to judge him, but I did learn that he has become a big mascot for the ride and the land in general over there. I don't know, he's just really damn cute to me. He also reminds me of Raj from Aladdin, but like baby version. Okay, I like him. A tier. Chaos. Do you guys know who this is? He's literally a god. He's from the Aladdin television series. He's a magical being I'm pretty sure just spreads chaos. I learned that he might be the third most powerful being in the Aladdin universe, and I just bust out laughing when I read that. So A tier. All right, this next guy, I think it's pronounced Charlie. Charlie? All right, well, this guy, you probably have no idea who this is. He's a deleted character from The Beauty and the Beast. He was supposed to be Belle's cat, Maurice's cat. He was scrapped for whatever reason. This is pretty fucked up photo of him to use, but I kind of like him. He's officially a lost character. R.I.P. D tier. Cheshire Cat. You guys are gonna hate me for this one. No introduction needed here. Honestly, of all time cats, he's voiced originally by Sterling Holloway, and that's just an automatic S tier character for me. All right, there's just one thing stopping us though before we move on, and that's his new voice actor. Jim Cummings. That's right. Down there you go. And the Jim Cummings. Listen, this is not a bad tier. It's just his tier. But just know that Cheshire belongs in S tier. Next up, we got Cheshire. This is from the live-action Alice in Wonderland. So this Cheshire is more intimidating and fucked up, and honestly a little bit more creepier, and not in a charming way. And also, he's not even pink, and I don't know how I feel about that. So I'm sorry, Cheshire. F tier you go. General Chow, another one-off villain in a show, The Dinosaur Show to be specific. You think it's a spin-off of the dinosaur movie, but no, this is from the early 90s. But anyway, this wretched thing is ugly and I don't like him. F tier. There you go. Clementine Clevenger, another small character from Tailspin. She's the secretary to the sheriff, so she means business, but she's very country. She even has a southern accent. I don't really know much about her, but she's kind of bad though. D tier. Woo, next up, the Collegiate Quartet is a group of characters. They're from the X-Ride Splash Mountain, but there's actually just two cats in this quartet. And now see, originally when the quartet was created, it was created for this another ride called America Sings, where there were two cats named Callie and Cassie, but when the ride closed down, most of the animatronics got moved to Splash Mountain. But you see, Splash Mountain got replaced, and now they're nowhere to be seen. R.I.P. D tier. All right, Constantine. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. So he's from the television series 101 Dalmatians. He's the Dalmatians' next door neighbor, and he fucking hates the Dalmatians, by the way. They're beyond loud and annoying. He's a more posh, quiet kind of guy. I don't know, he seems kind of like a dick. So, but honestly, the way he looks, though, I gotta give him a D. Cosmic Creepers is the pet cat from Bedknobs and Broomstick. And after closer examination, he looks like a fucking puppet, and that's just really disappointing to me. So, F tier? Second row with some of these. All right, so cousin Zeke, listen, bro, it starts with a C in the cousin, so I'm putting him in the C's. So he's apparently Pete's southern cousin from Mickey Mouse Works, the cartoon short Mickey's Cabin. And if you saw my House of Mouse review, you'd know how I feel about the Mickey Mouse Works. But he's a special guy here because you want to know why? He's voiced by Jim Cummings. Yes, sir. Down there you go. Covington, another one-off villain from Tailspin. This guy wants to be rich or whatever, though I did find out on the episode he was in that it ends up with him getting beat up by some of his ex-partners off screen, so that's pretty cool. Not for him, though. He's F tier. Cuddles, he's one of the bad kitties in the 101 Dalmatian Street. So apparently he used to be the pet cat of Hunter DeVille, who is Cruella DeVille's great nephew. F tier. Cujo, the damn kitty from Mars Needs Mom. Does anyone remember that movie? He literally has no role in the film, though. There is one scene where the owner kept giving him broccoli and he got sick, so that's very sad for the cat. Don't feed broccoli to cat, now we know. So, he just looks like a normal-ass cat in D tier. DC is the main character of the Disney movie That Darn Cat. That's what the DC stands for. It's apparently about this cat that gets catnapped. And I don't know, man, I did find out the IRL cat that played him, his name is Elvis. So that helps him a little bit. Not a lot, though. D tier. Debuantu? What the fuck is this? So this is the Kim Possible cat. It's a Sphinx. I don't know. It's kind of ugly. A lot of ugly cats. This is a very deep cut character. Granted, most of these are. But it was introduced later in the show, like season 4 or 5. A B tier. All right, Devin and Rex. I'm putting these guys together. Listen, y'all, some of these cats just gotta be put together. So Devin and Rex. Oh God, I hate these guys. I'm gonna go ahead and put them in the F tier before we even start here. So they're from the Lady and the Tramp live action, only on Disney Plus because it sucks. So these guys basically replaced the Siamese cats from the original movie for reasons, but they still suck. Also, their CG is disgusting. Sorry, you belong in F. Oh, Dina! I love Dina. Dina is a small red kitty from Alice in Wonderland. She's Alice's pet. I guess her sister's pet too. She's adorable. I love her. I like the little ribbon she has. It looks like it's choking her, though. She's literally just in the first few minutes of the film before she falls in the hole, though. She doesn't speak. She just kind of stares and looks pretty, but I would like for them to bring her back. She's not S tier, but she's close. A tier.
We find two distinctly different types of cats. First, there is Alice's pet Dinah, a typical kitten full of mischief and curiosity, the picture of innocence.
Dina again. Oh God, this is from the Alice Disney Junior Alice Wonderland Bakery. Listen, y'all, we're not doing this. F tier. Let's move on. So next up, Domino. This is from the Disney Channel Amphibia. I've never heard of this guy, but dude, oh my God, his eyes are wild. So she was introduced in season 3 of the show. Apparently it was that good to last that long. But okay, I'll be nice, mostly because of those eyes. B tier. Doodles the cat. Does he sound familiar? But I promise you've never heard of him. He's another one-off villain who appeared in issue 2 of the Roger Rabbit comic book. So he secretly works as a back alley painter who scams his fellow out-of-work black and white toons by giving them like color makeovers, right? But they're at very high prices so that he can supposedly get work again. So he only communicates with signs. He doesn't speak. I love him. He does give me Felix the Cat vibes, though. So I'm going to go ahead and put him in B tier. Dottie. So she's from she's a special agent from Special Agent Oso. Damn, that's an old show I never watched. She's a stuffed animal cat. She wears a pink vest. I'm not really invested in her. See what I did there? F tier. So Dr. Calico's cats. I don't think these guys have names. They're from the movie Bolt. So like Bolt's an actor, and these guys are in the Bolt TV show in the movie. They play bad cats. As simple as I'm trying to get as simple as I can get this, guys. But the catch is that they know they're in a TV show, and Bolt doesn't. I mean D tier. Oh, I keep saying C, but when I say C, it means D. Dragon the cat. This is the Toy Story 4 antique store cat. This is the most realistic cat I think I've seen them do just in general. Like, this is just a real cat. The eyes are real. Honestly, just looking at the evolution of CG from like Scud in the first movie to like now, wow. This is an impressive looking cat. And it's cute. A tier. Duchess, we made it to a good cat. It's a familiar face, finally. The Aristocat's mom cat. I'll tell you what, so these kinds of cats, what is she, like a Turkish Angora or whatever? I'll tell you what, there's no pretty cats like that where I live, but she's a sweet cat mom. A tier. Forgive me. All right, next up we got Earl from Goof Troop. Earl is the owner of Earl's Auto. So fun fact about this guy, he's only in one episode, of course. But he's mentioned by name all the time in the show. He's like Pete's rival in the show, but I think Pete works for him, but he's not doing himself any favors with that look. F tier. Right there. So then we got the dancing flute cat from Robin Hood. This is a minor character of all minor characters, if you could say. Plays the flute and he dances. He wears a hat and damn it looks like he's just having a good time back there, you know? An S tier cat. There we go. We got another one, guys. All right, we got Fat Cat up next. Man, what a name. This is the main baddie in Rescue Rangers. He's a typical run-of-the-mill villain. Chip and Dale thwart him like every episode, but he's special because ding, ding, ding. If you said he's voiced by Jim Cummings, you'd be right. Right down there you go. All right, so next one we got Meps. This is one of Fat Cat's henchmen. He's got a whiny voice. He's not that impressive, but he is the tallest member of the bunch. So not too much to say about him. F tier. But also, fun fact, while we are here, the lizard is voiced by Jim Cummings. Felicia from The Great Mouse Detective. This is a pampered, fat, spoiled cat. Yo, but Ratigan does feed her his hostages and his henchmen that make him mad. That's kind of hard. B tier. All right, next up, we got probably my favorite cat in this list. We got Figaro. I'm not gonna lie, this is the all-time cat right here for me. This is Geppetto's cat and Pinocchio, which is my favorite Disney film. I'm letting my bias take over here. This is definitely an S tier cat, and he's multi-purpose too because he's also Minnie's cat. Yep, she has a cat, and it's the same cat. I guess they just reuse Figaro. Same name too. Little fur popping out of his chest. Come on, he's so adorable. Look at him. All right. Up there you go.
The story of Pinocchio was another fairy tale without a cat. And here again, we added our own cat character in the cartoon version of this old classic. He was a typical kitten named Figaro, the pet of the old toy maker, Geppetto.
Next up, we got Figaro again, but this is from the live-action Pinocchio. Oh my God, no, he's hideous. Get him away from me. F tier. No, I don't want to look at him. I got another surprise one for you guys here. We got Figaro's Angels. Told you he was multi-purpose. So this is one of his consciences, right? He's from an old short called Figaro and Frankie. Yeah, they gave him a short too. He's literally only in this though. It's not even like a Minnie Mouse short. And she's all up in this short. I don't know. That's just how important Figaro is. But the angel though, I'll give it a B tier. Fiona, what is this one? It's from Secret of the Wings. Oh, it's a Tinkerbell spin-off movie. I don't really care about her, but I'm sure she's very important in the role. So let's give her a D tier. Fisherman Droopy is next. He's the Toontown Online throwback. R.I.P. He's a fisherman NPC. You can talk to him to sell your fish in your fishing bucket. Every 10 new species you sell, he'll reward you with a trophy. I mean, what more do you want from this guy? He just stands there staring at you. B tier. All right, keep him coming. Who we got next up? A Fang from Gargoyles. So he's a mix of a cougar bat, and an eel, which I debated if I should put him on the list, but it was the cat eyes for me that finally convinced me. He's okay looking though. D tier. All right, next up we got Fluffy. Look how cute he is though. This is a Darkwing Duck villain, but how can you get mad at him? I think he's based off of like an evil version of Figaro. And that's kind of what I want to hear. But he's not in the TV show. He's only in the comics, which is sad because like he was really popular. And I have like a giant 300-page Darkwing Duck comic book. I like him. And look at him in his little suit. Come on, A tier. All right, Fluffy. This is from Atlantis. This is Milo's cat. He's only in the movie for I think about like a few seconds, I'm pretty sure. But it's obvious that Milo does care about him or her. Couldn't tell ya. F tier. Sorry. We don't know what you are. Next up, we got Fluffy Louis Lopart. Fluffy for short. We got another one. So this is Mr. Lopart's cat from Handy Manny, the Disney Junior show. This cat's a devil, bro. Like, all he does every episode is just make his owner just a mess. And he's not even doing it on purpose either. Like, it's actually dumb. He does look very innocent looking, so I'm going to be a little nice. I'll give him a D tier. We got another 3-in-1 smack combo here. We got Fluffy, Muffy, and Tuffy. Got a lot of fluffies here, right? So these guys appear in the Silly Symphony short, The Three Orphan Kitties. I think they were in another one. So basically what they do, they're just some orphan cats. They sneak into a home. They mess it up. They get adopted by the girl who lives there. There's some cats and... I don't know. These guys remind me of some Tom and Jerry cats that I think they were probably stolen from. Like, I'm pretty sure they even had similar names. So, hey, they must be somewhat good to take from, right? B tier. Mr. Fluffy Pants, the fun don't stop, huh? This is a one-off from Phineas and Ferb. Another single episode kitty. It's also lost, and it was taken in by Mr. Doofenshmirtz, and he loved him, took care of her, but eventually by the end, it did find its owner. These kinds of cats are kind of hard. JK, they're kind of easy. D tier just because this one's a little cute. All right, next up we got Fun Bun and Puddles. I guess Puddles mostly, right? That's the cat here. So you're probably going, I know them, but from where? Ralph Breaks the Internet. They are in the mid-credit scene characters. They have their own little game, which I think it released IRL. I don't know. Ralph does traumatize Pebbles by feeding Fun Bun till he explodes, so that's kind of sad for the kitty. But I'll be a little nice to him though. You know what? And I'll be a little bit nicer. I'll give them B. I'll give them because their scene made me laugh. And there were not a lot of things that made me laugh in that movie. We got the Grand Canyon Diorama animals. These characters are featured in the Grand Canyon Diorama Tunnel at the Disneyland. I grew up on this diorama, and it always bothered me that it was the last stop in the loop. Because you would have to get on the train in Tomorrowland to see it the quickest, you know? But like the issue with that is that the Tomorrowland station is just so out of the way. But hey, you know what? They are some pretty looking, hopefully not taxidermied cats, huh? B tier. Gelatoni, I think that's how you say it. He's a green tuxedo cat from Tokyo Disney Sea. This is a character from a ride in the Mediterranean harbor land. I don't know, I haven't been. Would love to, though. Some fun facts about him, though. He loves painting and drawing pictures. But looking at him, though, I feel like he's like their Figment version for over there. So, you know, A tier. Ghost from the Disney Channel show The Owl House. We're getting into territory I've never even charted. This is a 2020 show. Jesus. After looking her up, it seems that she is a cat that likes to be pet and sleep most of the day. F. Alrighty, we got Gideon from Pinocchio. Ooh, I love this guy. He's an idiot. He's also mute. He moans a little bit. He's always drunk, and he fucks up Honest John shit all the time. It's hilarious. And he's kind of adorable for being a little homeless cat. It's the most adorable looking homeless cat I've ever seen. But he's not perfect. A tier. Next up, we got Gideon live action Pinocchio. Just look at him. F tier. Listen, we're not looking at this guy wasting my time, all right? My list is starting to overlap. It's starting to get too big for the screen, which, oh well. All right, Ginny, the leader from Super Kitties. Quite a bit of these kitties, right? I'm starting to grow fond of them. So she can run up walls with her claws. That's good, I won't lie. Her superhero version is not doing her any favors, though. So I'm going to go ahead and do D tier. Okay, we got Gods of Ancient Egypt, more specifically Basset from the Hercules TV show. Another one-off, y'all. Nothing to go off of. She is the goddess of warfare. So like, what does that even mean? Sorry, F tier. Okay, Goose from Captain Marvel. This movie fucking sucked. I guess Goose is also in the comics too, but we're judging the movie cat. But what saves him is Kevin Feige wanted to do a show about Goose. So like, if you can make that happen and it not to suck, that could be an S tier cat. But for now, no, I like Goose. You know, that's rare we get cats, the superhero cats for that. B tier. Graham Peg Leg. Huh? Pete's grandmother. Y'all probably thought this was another Pete spin-off character, didn't you? So she is not in a lot of things, but she is voiced I take a guess. That's right. That's right. Jim Cummings. Next up, we got the graveyard cats from the Haunted Mansion ride. So, like, these guys are cool, right? I'm pretty sure they're the only souls in the place. They're not ghosts. Like, they're just like graveyard cats. They're even there for the holiday re-theme with, like, decked out gravestones. Like, listen, we need more cats like these cats. I love them. They don't do anything except stand there. But they do belong in S tier. Who's next? Oh, God. Guitarin guy. Oh, man. So he's from the 1928 Mickey short, The Gallopin' Gancho, which was one of the first Mickey shorts, which I actually almost reviewed. I probably won't now. So he's a musician who plays the bass. Let's just say he's inspired by the Mexican Revolution. A D tier. Okay, Harmony. She's in the TV show Sing Me a Story with Belle. This is another character I've learned about today. So, I don't know. Apparently, she does not like hard work and takes the easy way out. And the extra kicker, she's played by a male puppeteer. That's tragic. F tier. All right, Hissy is the pet cat from Puppy Dog Pals. It must suck to be a cat in that show. This is another normal cat, sleeping, eating, getting scared at shit. I'll give her grace for being a cat in a dog show. So, I mean, shit. A D tier. Ooh, I like this guy. Homer the cat. He is from the Oswald shorts. This is actually an Iwerks character. This originally was going to be Orientincia's little brother. He decided not to do that. He doesn't really have a purpose and he's forgotten, but I would love to see him back. Let's give him a B tier because I think he has potential if they brought him back. Homework. Ooh, another solo episode kitty. This one's from Emperor's New School. Cusco had to take care of it for an assignment, hence the name Homework. I don't know, it's a throwaway kitty, but it's a cute one. F tier. Ivan, oh boy, from Peter and the Wolf. This is from Make Mine music film. Any of y'all heard of that one? So this was like 10 shorts packaged into one movie. This is actually an official Disney movie. I don't know, regardless, it was a strange film overall, but it's worth a watch now because I think the animation is still really holds up. Sorry, off topic. But he's kind of dumb, so D tier. Okay, I didn't know where to put this next one, but it's the Small World Cats. In all the variations of the felines in the ride, believe me, I'm not gonna fucking track each cat down. So to make it a little bit easier on us, let's do with the biggest kitty they have on the ride. I know of a lion. I know of a lion one. He's made out of paper mache. So hey, that's a pretty good looking lion there for that. So let's go ahead and give him a D tier. Okay, who's next? Oh God. JP Whiskers. So this is the rich father of it's Hortensia, right? It's Hortensia. This is Hortensia's and I guess Homer the cat's father too, right? So he's a banker, and listen, you can't make this shit up. Stop. I can't say anything about this guy, but listen up, Disney, keep him in the Disney vault. F tier. I realize this list is actually getting really long to the point to where it's covering. There's an ad blocking the S tier thing, and I can't get rid of it because if I click on it, it's probably gonna open a new tab, and if I refresh this tab, this whole list is gone. It's a one-time thing, so like I gotta do this all in one take, and I'm getting exhausted right now. Next up is Zunar-J-5/9 space Doric-4-7, aka Jake the Cat from Outer Space. With this cat, he crashed on Earth. This movie is hilarious to me because the guy who interacts with him is just running around with a normal ass cat from like the military. That's what they're running from. It's hilarious. So I gotta go ahead and give Mr. Jakey here an A tier. Okay, Jack and Nichols. This is a pair of cats. We're putting them together. Sorry, these are from the Rescue Rangers one-off episode. Again, I'm not expecting much anymore. They are vicious, and they will eat anything, especially Chip and Dale. So I kind of like them. They got some cute designs. B tier. All right, this next one's really weird because I'm not too informed on how the show operates. But with this one, I decided to pick the Jacquines. These names suck. This is from Elena of Avalon. So with this thing, it's a cross between a jaguar and a macaw, and they are known as the Guardians of Avalor, sworn to protect the kingdom from dark forces. I want to be nice here because I know a lot of people like the show, so I'll give him a B tier. Mr. Jolly, or aka Mr. Fur J. Jolly Pudding Puss from Teacher's Pet the movie. The fuck, they made a movie for this. He's a scaredy cat, and I don't really like him. F. All right, next up we got Judge Kitty Kitty Meow Meow Face Schwarzenstein. It's from Gravity Falls. He's an imaginary cat, but I do think he does have some potential, and I do like his name. And he's pretty chill in my book. I didn't watch the show that much, so I'll give him an A tier. Julius is next up. I have another familiar face. I talked about this guy the other month, actually. So he's from Runaway Brain, the short, forgotten short, to be honest with you. He's a Kingdom Hearts secret boss. He's the 127th Pete spin-off character, but alas, I do remember who plays his voice. And guys, he would be an S tier. He got the Cummings. It's sad. Julius the Cat from the Alice comedies. This shit's old, like predates Oswald even. So live action Alice, basically, which by the way, those shorts are gas, even though like majority of them are lost nowadays. It's a Walt creation, of course. Yeah, I like him. I mean, bring him back. I mean, he's not associated with the Laugh-O-Gram cat shorts. I don't know, I like him. He's got... very Felix the Cat inspired. I give him an A tier. Next up, we got a just random one for you guys. The Jungle Jaguars. These are from the Emperor's New Groove. Remember that scene where Cusco's walking through the jungle and all those jaguars are asleep? Yeah, me neither. D tier. So Prince John, the baddie from Robin Hood, the titular steal from the poor himself. He's honestly like a really super good villain. He doesn't really need that much depth, but I like him. Please use him more. But he's not a perfect kitty. A tier.
Taxes, beautiful, lovely taxes.
Okay, all right, who's now? Oh, God. God. Kitten Caboodle. My God. Oh, my God. All right, this is another single episode, one-off character from Tailspin. She's like an influencer, but also the villain of the episode. Her last two movies flopped in the show. How could that be? But you know what they say about the whole Kitten Caboodle. The Kitten Caboodle gets a whole A tier up there. Carol Cat. The Splash Mountain Cat from the Uncle Remus comic strips. So these are old. I wouldn't say entirely bad since it focuses on the animals and that's it. So he's a kitty that escaped from jail or whatever. He's just evil. There's not much to say about him. Another dumb guy. But you know what? I did enjoy him. Somewhat. D tier. Kathy from Goof Troop. Believe it or not, she's another one-off character, a lot of these guys. You'd think she'd be a recurring character. She looks like one. But she's like a nerd that loves spelling bees. Apparently, she's fond of Goofy. I don't know, man, that dog. She is voiced, though, by Nancy Cartwright, the voice of Bart Simpson. I thought that was a little fun fact. You know, you thought I was going to say the other guy, right? Yeah, but she's still D tier. Keel Hall Pete. Ooh, another Pete doppelganger. This is the final boss in the Goof Troop game. It's old. I actually remember this game a lot. Again, it's just a boss. He doesn't really do anything. He's just a boss. So, F tier. All right, another weird one for you guys. Khan's pilots. These are the aviators for Shere Khan. Wait, like Jungle Book Shere Khan? Oh my God, yeah. Oh shit, I forgot about that. How bizarre is that, right? What a weird decision they made. But, of course, they don't have names. They consist of the Air Force commander, a transport, an elite pilot. I don't know, man. D tier? They're kind of useless, but you know what? They can fly a plane. All right, who I got next up? Kiki from Tots. Tots? Is this another Disney Junior show? Listen, I'm F tier. I'm not looking into this one. All right, listen, next. All right, Kismet. Kismet? This is the bad kitty from Rescue Rangers. Those Rescue Rangers loves their fucking cats, don't they? Another kitty villain. It gives me a wannabe Lucifer cat, and no one beats Lucifer. So I think she's a one-off character again, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit her with that D tier. Next up, we got a super cute one. Super cute one here. This one's Kitten. That's her name because she doesn't have one. She's from the Mickey short Lend a Paw, where Pluto and Mickey found her and they take care of her because she's just so adorable looking. Like, look at that face. How could you say no to that face? But alas, she's near perfect. I'm going to give her an A tier. If she had a name and she spoke, S tier. Next up, the kitten. Another one from the Pixar short Kit Bull. Another more recent kind of short. Again, there's no talking in it. She becomes friends with a pit bull. I think the premise with these animals are none of them wants a black cat or a pit bull, so they become friends, right? That kind of thing. I don't know. The creator of this said they watched a bunch of cat vids on YouTube to do with that with what you will. D tier. Do you want to guess who's next up? If you guessed another unnamed kitten from a Mickey Mouse short, you'd be right. Short Pluto's Judgment Day. Remember that one? Hey, Pluto just chases this one in the house where Mickey gets mad at him and he banishes him to like the hell or something. I think the Lenda Paw cat is based off of this cat, right? B tier. Okay, Mr. Claus. Oh my God, he's hideous. What is? Oh, he's from the Disney Plus film Flora and Ulysses. Get F tier. Get this guy out of here. Like, what? Get this abomination out of my face. What are we doing here? Nah. I got another left field one for you guys here. Katrina Kudarovsky. So she's a Russian spy from the Mickey comics. She's worked with Mickey a few times on a few operations. You know, I wouldn't mind them bringing her back as long as she has an accent. A tier. Dude, the list is getting, it's not even fitting in the page. We have Louie, the mountain lion. Finally, a familiar face. This is from the old Donald and Goofy shorts. He's a dummy like most of these cats. Most of what he does is chasing after either Donald or Goofy. But he does have a little tooth sticking out that's kind of cute. And you know they forgot about him in the early 2000s. But I would not mind if they brought him back. B tier. Laszlo from Mickey and the Roadster Racers. He's a bad kitty. He does whatever his master says, so he's not very cool. I kind of don't like how he looks. F tier.
Now to pay our respects to the other members of the cat family, the wild jungle beasts of Africa, India, and the Orient. There's little question that His Royal Highness, the lion, is the most regal-looking of all animals. Many believe the tiger is superior, a more formidable and savage killer.
All right, next up. All right, guys, we're getting to them. All right, I think I'm just going to kind of do these guys back to back. Next up are the Lion Guards. I'm going to group these guys up together to make it easier on myself. This is just some more Lion King spin-off shit. The Lion Guards had multiple members and leaders over time, starting with their first guy, Askari. God, these fucking names. He's the original leader. Let's base all these cats on looks because I said so. This guy, D tier. Azad, he is in the third season of the Lion Guard. Yeah, it lasted that long. I'm feeling a strong D with this guy. So Fuli, she is one of Keon's, looks a lot like the last guy. She's one of Keon's friends, which we'll get to. She's a cheetah. And the fastest in the Pride Land, so that helps her a little bit. But she's still a C. Keon is next up. Can you believe this guy got a spin-off show from a sequel movie? I never liked this guy at all, to be honest with you. I always hated his voice. I'm sorry for the Keon hate here. I'm probably saying his name wrong just to piss you guys off. I don't know. I hate Keon. D. Zira is the main baddie of The Lion King 2. She's actually nuts, bro. She's fucking... I did a review of this movie. She is nuts. She needs to take some fucking chill pills to calm down. Her energy is wild, and she has a crazy death, though. Bring her back. I like her a lot. B tier. Vatani is the current leader of the Lion Guards. She's the middle child. Some would say she needs a lot more experience to catch up to the others. And her brother would be a better leader. A D tier. Kovu. Her brother and should be leader. He's much better, but he's too busy getting it with Kiara. But he was okay. He ain't no Simba, you know, and I'm not the biggest fan of his shit hair, but he's okay. I'll give him a D. I can tolerate him. Nuka is the oldest brother. I think he may have some disabilities. He's a little loony, and I would not trust him to wash my car. F tier. You know what? Since I'm here, let's go ahead and finish the lines off, right? We got Kiara, Simba's daughter. Again, from Lion King 2. This movie was whatever. I don't know. Last I checked, male lions are the ones that are supposed to be king. D tier. Ooh. Simba. S tier. Mufasa. S tier. Scar. S tier. Scar. Why do I have two scars? Why do I have 2 scars here? No. Let me move this guy. I don't know how to get rid of them. Let's move them in. Where will we? Nala, A tier. Oh, Sabari, B tier. Sorry, last I checked, it's called The Lion King. All right, let's do some more lions, huh?
He only kills out of necessity. And when his appetite is satisfied, he lives in quiet dignity with a very gentle attitude toward his family.
So we got Mayor Lionheart from Zootopia. So this guy's a sellout. He'll do anything to protect his image. He is a yes man who resembles a lot of mayors in society today, to be honest with you. But he has potential. I'll give him a B. Next up, we got Lily from the Disney Channel show Dumbo Circus. Yeah, Did you guys know this was a thing? Oh my God. She's a tightrope walker in the circus. Her mom was one too, so I guess she's just following tradition. I don't know, man. It's someone in a suit, and I don't know how to feel except scared. F tier? Little Bits. Who's this guy? This is a character from Wander Over Yonder. What the hell? So apparently this is a Craig McCracken show. Oh shit, okay. So she has hypnotism abilities. Maybe she ain't that bad, but she is a one-off cat, so that's gonna cost her. We'll give her the D tier. All right, Lorenzo from the short film Lorenzo. This guy. It was originally made for the 3rd Fantasia film, but ultimately that didn't happen. And they released this thing that was supposed to be a short in there separately. It definitely has the Fantasia coding here. He's a scaredy cat where most of the short is just him running away from his tail. So, F. And you know what? While we're here, Molly from the same short, I don't know, man. She's also scary looking. I think she was inspired by the pink elephants from Fantasia, because that's all you're gonna get out of me with this girl. F tier. Okay, so the Loth cat from Star Wars Rebels show. So they start out mean, but they can warm up to you. I don't know their purpose, to be honest, but Star Wars does need more cats in its universe, so I'm gonna support this guy. He's kind of cute. I like his tail. No. A tier. Another one of my favorites is next, Lucifer. This is Cinderella. Lucifer, the devil himself, my favorite hateful, spoiled, sour, pompous cat. You know where you belong, big guy. No one can ever hurt you, my favorite Lucifer. Get up there in the S.
In the original fairy tale classic of Cinderella, there was no member of the cat family. Since the mice were the heroes, most naturally a cat was stuck with the villain's role. A fat and spoiled cat named Lucifer, the pet of the wicked stepmother.
God, no one can compare to that one. All right, next up we got Lucifer from the live F tier. Get the fuck out of here. What is that? What's next? All right, so next we have Lucy Bell Bartlett. She's the white cat in The Cat from Outer Space. So remember Jake the cat from earlier? That's his girlfriend, as you can see. So what's the alien fucking cat? So what's funny about this movie is the cats aren't animated. They are real. And whenever the camera is on them, it's just stagnant cats just staring blankly at the camera. And I love it, honestly. And for that, Mrs. Lucy Bell, you get a B. All right, so we have a few more Linksleys to go through. It's a big family, so I'll be quick with these guys. So we got Ebenezer Linksley. He's the grandpa and one of the founders of Zootopia, but all he cares about is money. Shocker. But he's not original enough for me, so I'm gonna go ahead and put him in the D. So Milton Linksley. This is Ebenezer is his grandfather, late grandfather. He's basically just a younger version of him. That he's the father to Catterick and Kitty Lynx from before. Not much different. Let's go D again. But he does have a third son that I haven't spoken about, and that's Pobert Linksley. Probably the main Lynx in the movie, right? I don't know how to... I kind of like this guy. He's good, and he's bad in some scenes, ultimately turning good. I mean, he's my favorite out of all of them, right? So I'm going to go ahead and give him a B. And that's all the Linksleys, at least the ones I want to go over. Machiavelli from the Pixar movie Luca. I like this movie. So this little adorable Italian cat, he's the first person to know about the sea monsters, so that's something going for it. He's a minor character, but he's still adorable, and I don't hate him. So let's hit him with that B. Next up, we got Mad Cat from Inspector Gadget 1 and 2, I think. He again is a minor character in the films, but he's ginormous in the comics. He's easily forgettable, and I don't really think he gets many gadgets either. So D tier. Got another Toontown one here. So we got a Madam Chuckle NPC. She's a 3-star tune-up, so that's good. She uses juggling balls to heal all the toons in battle. A lot of positives going for this cat, so hey, it's not too bad. I'll give her a B. Madam Mim, the sword in the stone. Now you may be saying to yourself, that's not a cat, but you'd be wrong, for she transforms into a cat, because a witch, you know. And it's a hideous and an absolute pink freak. I liked her as a croc instead. F tier. All right, so, ooh, okay. Hello, Maggie the cat. Used to be a human, transformed into a cat from the Gargoyles again. Man, why does she gotta look like that? I might need to watch this show. I don't know why they call her a cat when she's part lion, but she's kind of bad. We'll give her a B. Dude, this list. All right, next up we got Maze, the Persian cat from the Brave Little Toaster to the rescue. She has 3 blind cats, so that's kind of tough. That's basically all she worries about is them, so she's kind of whatever. Are you ready for another curveball one for you guys? So this one is Maltese the Sade. This is Fat Cat's evil French identical cousin for one episode of Rescue Rangers. He also hates dogs, but he is named after one. So what are you gonna do? F. Marcel, the princess and the frog. He's Charlotte's pet cat. Literally not important in the film at all. No idea what happens to him when they grow up a little bit later, because he's not there. So maybe he's dead, but he is cute. I'll give him an A. Next up, we got a pretty sad one for you guys. Marcelo, you don't know who this is because he was canceled along with the sequel to the Aristocats. Based on what we know, he would have been the love interest for Marie, who also, she would have been the main character of the sequel. So RIP, RIP. This would have released in 2008, and I honestly, I swear to God, it probably would have been part of my direct-to-DVD sequel. So maybe it was for the best that it wasn't made, but he's still so cute, and I feel like he would have had so much potential. We'll put him in B. All right. We got to her. Okay, y'all can calm down. Next up is Marie. I'm just gonna go ahead and get it out of the way. S tier. Okay, no question about it. The amount of girls that I've talked to that make this cat their kind of whole personality. Off topic. Sorry. I used to talk to this girl that had like 100 Marie plushes, and that's it. And like that was it. That was it in her room. One of them was in bondage. Sorry, I got really sidetracked. What's next? So Mortimer L. Marquand, Darkwing Duck character, comics only. He was a one-off, and then they brought him back, and then now he's forgotten again. So he's socially awkward. He's just a kid, but he does have a line I love, and that is, "It's a cat. It's a tank. No, it's Cat Tankerous." D. Next up is Ma Pete. Not just any old Pete rebrand, but the mom of him. She's actually really sweet compared to Pete. She was introduced in the comics. She's still around in some material. It's just not anything noteworthy. Apparently, she's from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So hey, what a life she must have lived. I'll give her a B. All right, next up we got Mia from Tots again. Oof. She's the adoptive daughter of Captain Beekman, whoever that is. She's mad in love with Freddy, whoever that is. F. The Milk Bandit. That's a cute name. Here we go. This is the bad guy in Sheriff Callie's Wild West, a junior show. But something funny about him, though. He is voiced by the bass... I was going to say Jim Cummings. He is voiced by the bass player from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. And he's got a funny name. Like, look at that mask, dude. I'm going to give him an A for originality.
There. Now that you're locked up, you won't be able to ruin another minute of Milk Day.
That's just what I want you to think, Sheriff.
Milton is a Siamese cat. What's cool about him is I think he started out as Pluto's rival in some shorts before becoming Mickey Mouse's pet later on. I guess he just adopted him. I don't know. He's not mentioned really anymore. I do like him though, so please bring him back. I'll give him an A. Okay, next up we got Mirage. She is one of the villains from the Aladdin TV show. She's the evil elemental ruler, okay? All she cares about is destroying Aladdin, so there's some bonus points there, but she's not a big Genie fan either. I kind of like her, but she's a B. Mittens from Bolt. Didn't think we'd get to her, did we? So she's sassy and short-tempered. no humor. She is a thief with abandonment issues. And I mean, like, I feel a little bad for her. In the original script, though, she was going to be the main character of the film. So RIP her fame. I guess John Travolta prevailed. But I don't hate her. And I did enjoy her more than the other animals that were kind of part of that gang. Besides Bolt. Never go wrong with John Travolta. A should work. Mochi, Mochi, Big Hero 6. Bobtail cat of is Aunt Cass, which, oof, sorry, she's not a cat. I like Mochi, he's cute. His name is a sign of good luck. He's a little devious. B tier. Mr. and Mrs. Whiskers, not to be confused with Brandy and Mr. Whiskers, are characters from the Tots show again. One off, deadass. I couldn't find anything about these guys. I assume they're married, so good for them. I'm sure they're super nice neighbors to have next door, but I don't know them. F. And next up, we got Mr. Mittens from Soul. So he's a therapy cat who was accidentally thrown out of his own body into Jamie Foxx's body, which is whoa. Nah. This cat's good. It actually serves a purpose, and it's funny, and it's part of the story. It's been a minute since we've had a cat integral to a story, but hey, you did good. You did good, Mr. Mittens. A tier. Murloc the Magician. He's an evil sorcerer of the DuckTales, the movie. Look at that. See, I remember this guy from the Donald Duck Quackers game. You know, you can just look up at a character and you just know what they'll do. He was voiced by Christopher Lloyd for whatever reason, and they did want to make him the villain in the DuckTales reboot, but they picked Magica instead. So I think it's safe to say that he will probably be forgotten. Detail. Okay, so now we got the mountain lions from the Homeward Bound, The Incredible Journey, an old movie. So this lion, it just stalks his prey and ultimately ends up getting catapulted off the mountain, so that's very funny. The animals in the film do call him Arnold Schwarzenegger, so that's a bonus from me. Another live action cat that talks. The bee's looking real nice for him there. Napoleon from the Witch series. Have we done this show yet? I don't know. They all look the same and sound the same at this point. But his owner wishes Napoleon would talk, and when she leaves the room, Napoleon starts talking, right? We're not getting deeper than that. F tier. Naughty number 9. This is a cat villain who is seen in the Schoolhouse Rock of the same name. He has a mouse named Elroy that he uses as a cue ball, and he has a habit of smoking a cigar. I mean, he's got his own song, so he must be good. I'll give him a B. These next few are just kind of hilarious to me. So we got Catnip. Good name. He's a drunk guy, though he is a rival of Mickey. He is similar to Pete, but he's forgotten. He was like in a handful of shorts back in the day. He's been in jail for unknown crimes. He's mostly a friendly guy, but he fucking hates Mickey. It is mentioned, though, in a guide that Catnip has a sister named Claus, who's even more terrifying than he is, but I can't find anything about her, so she was really forgotten. Bring both of them back while you're at it. And I'm gonna give him a B tier because you know what? It's somebody that's not Pete. Next up, another Pete spinoff. Frank Nutty. God, these names are gold. He's a crime boss again, one-off from Goof Troop. He likes money, breaking the law, getting away with breaking the law, having no one brave enough to cross him. He dislikes his enemies, his plans getting ruined, getting arrested. His status currently is arrested. But honestly, for his name alone, I gotta give him an A tier. That's the best Pete we're gonna get. How much do I have left? God, we still got quite a few, don't we? But hey, we got some pretty big classic ones coming up, right? We got Thomas O'Malley, the head boy of the Aristocats. I love this guy's voice. It's fucking soothing. He's a smooth talking street cat. He relishes in the life of freedom, no rules. No responsibilities until he meets Duchess, and then he folds. They always fold. A small note, though, I do want to add: in the second movie that got canceled, he would have been voiced by Jim Cummings. So let's thank God that didn't come into fruition, because you know where this guy belongs. That's right, Mr. Malley, S tier right next to Marie. Oliver and Company Oliver. So he was a stray orphaned kitty, right? He just wants a home. This film is so New York coded. Why Should I Worry is just an S tier song alone. So a little issue with this one is that there's other cats in this film, right? Let me see. Oh, yeah, it's a whole litter of cats. Would that technically be considered his company? Let's group them together. Okay, so Oliver and Company. S tier. You know what? While we're here, let's fucking throw in Company too while we're at it. Okay, got a little weird one for you guys. The one-eyed black cat. So you may be thinking, what the fuck is this? This is an unused character from the Haunted Mansion. It's based on an Edgar Allan Poe's The Black Cat. So this was the original villain for the ride in the original scripts. So the ghost host would have introduced him at the beginning of the ride, that he hates mortals and his eyes popped up randomly throughout the ride. His head would have been transformed into the rotting corpse of a human at the end. Maybe a little too scary. Holidays, they could bring him back. Yeah, we'll give him an A. Hortensia. Let's just go with that, because Hortensia is how I've been calling her since I've been a child, and that's just like a default for me, but I think it's Hortensia. But finally, someone we know, Oswald's girlfriend, the rich banker's daughter. She doesn't speak. She did replace Fanny, Oswald's last love interest, who I'd say is a little bit more provocative. I don't know, she just seems like an earlier version of Minnie before Minnie. They don't really use her much anymore compared to her boyfriend, but she's not terrible. There's just better kitties out there, you know? Alas, you belong in B. Parse, Antonio's Jaguar from Encanto. He gets it as a gift. It's pretty cool. It doesn't talk, but it carries him around a lot. It's cute. Yeah, I'll put him in A. Next, you thought we were done? The family tree keeps going. PJ Pete is the son of Pete. So he first appeared in the comics as Pete Jr., but he was later reworked for the Goof Troop show as the best friend of Max. He's an innocent kid, but his dad is shady as fuck. Honestly, he was my favorite one and the one I could relate to most in all of Goof Troop. I'm pretty sure he's also voiced by the same voice actor that does Carl from Jimmy Neutron. Oh, it was a little good, Monet. Okay, this next one, it confused the fuck out of me, so I was like, I'm grouping all these guys together. The Palace Pets, okay? Because these are the princesses' cats from the Disney Junior show. They're all just kind of there. Did you know that the princesses had cats? Now you do. They have their own world called Whisker Heaven, where they go on adventures and be friends with the other pets. Listen, there's like 8 or 9 of these cats in this group. They're all similar looking. They're just different shades for the princesses they represent. I don't care about them, and I'm not gonna go through each one. The Palace Pets, Palace F. All right, we're getting there, guys. The Panther Cub from the Timon and Pumbaa TV show. Did you guys know that was a thing? So it's a 1-episode appearance again. Not much to him. I mean, Pumbaa found him while he was looking for bugs. He brings him home. The episode ensues. But he's just so innocent and adorable. Look at his. I can't say no to him. I can't say no to him. B. The fun don't stop, right, guys? Peg Pete. Not a reskin, but a wife. So Pete's Goof Troop wife, I think she has a strange name. She married Pete, and now she works as a real estate agent. She's cynical, she's overbearing, but she treats her children much better. Which, by the way, did I mention there's a daughter too? Pistol Pete. Another wild name. She's Pete's favorite, and he spoils her, and he pays her an absurd amount of money for no reason. She's still a little shy. They aren't in either of the Goofy movies, and the reason why they were cut is because they became a distraction from the dynamic of the two father-son pairs. I'm crying. Facing the women. No women allowed in here. Let's put both of them in D. Next up, we got Penny from The Little Mermaid show, another one-off episode. She loves her master. She shares all of his passions and his interests. Their ship sinks or something. She's rescued by Ariel. She doesn't do a lot. The F tier. Persian Pete is a small villain in the 101 Dalmatians TV show. He does have a condition called petting deficit syndrome, which is a puffy tail and an aggressive behavior. I don't really care about him, but he is voiced by Jim Cummings, so there's not much left to debate here. There you go. I'm going to hit y'all with the rest of the Pete just to get this shit out of the way. Should we just do that? So next we got Pete Pan. So this is Adventureland, not Adventure, Ventureland's version of Pete. He's from the Epic Mickey 2 game. I love this series, by the way. This is Pete. It's just a Pete in a Peter Pan outfit, but he's a good Pete. He is on the Hook boss ship fight trying to help you, but he just kind of looks a little silly when he's flying. Cummings it is. All right, Pete Tronic, another one from the game. He's based off of Tron, obviously, who's supposed to be the protector of Tomorrow City, but he went insane after the Thunder disaster of 1932. We don't talk about that. I like him. He's bad here, and his boss fight made me struggle back in the day. He's better than the last Pete, but, you know, Cummings. Small Pete. This is the Wasteland version of Pete. It's a pun on Small World since he lives in the game. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about his outfit either. But granted, he's only in this game. And he's only voiced by Jim Cummings. And finally, we got the Pete. The notorious Peg Leg Pete, created by Walton Ubb. Mickey's main baddie. Never had a plan ever come to fruition, Pete. I mean, if you have one character that has as many spin-offs like this, he's got to be S tier. But here's the issue with him, though, is that you got to double rank him because since the 90s, he's had the same voice actor. So, like, Jim Cummings. I have to. It's the voice he's most known for, you know? That should be all the Pete's, I think. Next up is Professor Pete. I had you for a second. So he's from Toontown. He's located in the Toontown Central. He gives you delivery toon tasks. These are short and simple. He's just a chill guy. I mean, look at him. I'd hang out with him. And for that, A tier. Mr. Pettibone is Goofy's pet kitten. I bet you didn't know that. So he's originally from the Mickey Mouse Work Shorts and repurposed for the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Come inside, it's fun inside.
Surprisingly, not much personality to this guy. He likes big red gooey fish. But the short does have the iconic Goofy line, "I'm a terrible father." So bonus points for him.
Ran away. I'm a terrible father.
B tier. Next up, we got a weird one. We got Pez, cat from Toy Story of Terror. So she's a Pez dispenser. Does this count? I don't know. If it moves and talks, so I guess so. Due to her inability to walk and her lack of arms, Pez cat is only capable of moving by hopping. So she's probably disabled. But you know what? I'll give him D tier for creativity. Polecat is another one-shot villain in Rescue Rangers comics. So he's Fat Cat's cousin who lives in Wisconsin. His role in the comics is him trying to pass himself as a friend to the Rangers. And then they're claiming that he's nothing like his mob boss cousin. But no one trusts him, and it turns out that they were right in the end. Typical cat villain motives. Yeah, F tier. Pom Pom. From the director's video, Cinderella 2. Oh my god, this is a fun review when I did this one. Lucifer is mad obsessed with her, and honestly, she's such an ass to him. So she's the king's cat, actually. So she has no feelings towards anyone except herself, though she does end up liking Lucifer towards the end. Nah, I like her. She's not Lucifer status, but she's close. A tier for you. All right, we got a few more Cindy cats. We got Precious and Treasure. Wasn't lying, guys. These are from the princess stories called Cinderella, The Great Catastrophe. This is a visual book, of course. They're friends with Lucifer, so they are kind of assholes. I don't know. This is like F-tier stuff. Like, it's never to be seen again, you know? There you go. So Raja, Jasmine's pet fucking cat. So no explanation here. I love him, but he's not the best of the best kitties, so he's gonna be an A tier for me. But I do like him in the TV show, and I think originally he was going to be a human handmaiden. So be grateful, okay? You get the A. Renato Manchas. I think that's how you say the name. From Zootopia 1, he's a limo driver. He's just a normal citizen who sadly got victimized by the savages. He does resemble Bagheera a little bit. Actually, a lot of bit, which might be the inspiration, but he's just a normal kitty who does get cured at the end. I'll give him a D. All right, next up we got Ratty, the Beagle Boy's pet cat. Comics only, Beagle Boys from the DuckTales. So this sly kitty, right, he knows the neighborhood so well where he can escape the police, flatten tires with his claws. He has no interest in belonging to a rich person and prefers living with poor slobs. He's one of the toughest kitties here. And for that, he gets an A tier. All right, Raven. A little sand there. He's the Raven who appears in the Quack Pack. I forgot about this show. It's another one-off kitty from an episode. I guess notable thing from the episode is Huey is scared of him and he eventually is not anymore. And then he comes to realize that he was just allergic to cats. So it's somewhat eventful, and I do like his design. I had one B. Rosie, small kitten from Jake and the Neverland Pirates. There's too many of these junior shows, guys. But I like this cat a lot because Hook has to babysit it, and he goes around hopping all over the place and pulling pirates' pants down, and I love it. And a bonus, she's voiced by Rosie Taylor, the voice of Minnie. A tier. Rufus is Penny's cat from The Rescuers. I'm getting tired, guys. He's helped get info on Penny on where to find her. He has no interest in chasing mice. He has the most typical man voice you can think of, but the mustache is a nice touch. D. King Richard, Prince John's older brother and the ruler of England. I mean, this guy's barely in the movie, but like they talk about him a lot, but he's clearly better than his brother, but he's not as cool, you know? And for that, he's got to hit the D. You know what? Yeah, the D. Shere Khan. Finally, we got to this guy. The Jungle Book baddie, a Bengal tiger, suave. He hates the fuck out of Mowgli. He only shows himself to intimidate his victims and to kill any human that steps foot in the jungle. I mean, come on, guys. I mean, the top where you belong. Sabor from Tarzan. She's cute. I mean, it's kind of a little mean tiger, right? She kills Kerchak and Tarzan's parents, and then she dies. Circle of life, some would say. B tier. All right, Sasha, side splitter, shopkeeper, Toontown, found on Loopy Lane. Okay, she just kind of stands there mending to the shop. I don't really like her as much as the other NPCs. F. Sassy is a Himalayan cat from Homeward Bound. Listen, I've never been a fan of this whole let's just voice over live animals because it's always thrown me off.
Sassy? Couldn't be. Sassy!
Also, she has lines about the cat's rule and dogs drool, so like, or have I heard that before? F. Got another scary one for you here. Sebastian from Dumbo Circus. Back to this scary shit. So he's an alley cat that is made to be a janitor a lot. He sleeps on the job a lot. He gets others to do his work. Stay in the circus, bro. F. Sergeant Tibbs from 101 Dalmatians, a sidekick of the Colonel. I mean, he listens to the horse. The horse treats him like a soldier, and he does everything he says. He just bosses his poor little cat around. I think he deserves better. B. All right, next we got Sergeant Tibbs from live action 101. I don't even think I remember him in the movie. He's irrelevant in this one. He doesn't talk. F. Barbara Seville. God, she owns the shave and a haircut. I guess we know what she does. He's just another stagnant, soulless NPC. F tier. Get her out of here. Get Sheriff Callie. From Sheriff Callie's Wild West. She's a singer-songwriter also. She makes sure that she has the friendliest town in the West. But no, she's too friendly, and after looking at eye placement, I don't know if I trust her long-term. F. Schnookums from Schnookums and Meat. This is like the Disney's version of like Cat Dog. Basically, their owners leave them, and they end up in a series of mishaps. I did enjoy this show a little bit younger. I also did find out that he's voiced by Jason Marsden, the voice of Max. So, hey, I'll be a little nice here. B, C, and AM, Lady and the Tramp. There's honestly no competition here. Wonderful song for them. The great animation. I was mesmerized by them when I was younger. Still am. Bring them back, Disney. I fucking dare you. S. So, Smarts is the latter half of the cartoon duo Pitts and Smarts. It's from the show Bonkers. So he behaves like an ordinary house pet. He's actually sophisticated and eloquent. I don't know. I didn't watch this show growing up, but I know Jim Cummings is all over it. Regardless, he's not voiced here. B tier. The Snake Cat from Kim Possible, another one-off episode. This does have a brief part in it where he does try to strangle and suffocate Kim, but they fall and it ends up dead. So R.I.P. Snake Cat, gone and forgotten. F. Next up, Princess Sophia. This is not her. This is her cat version. Royalty, Disney Junior. I know this was a pretty popular show. I won't be too hard on her because she looks a little cute. Socks. Okay, Lightyear. Okay, so you know the movie sucked ass, but you know those animal sidekick characters be bringing in the jokes, and I love this cat. And there's no Jim Cummings to be seen anywhere. It's a robot, so I don't really know if it's real. I'll get up there, A tier. All right, next we got Sparks from Super Kid. Fuck, man, there's more of these guys. So he's the smartest member of the team. So immediately my favorite kitty. He uses high-tech devices to help contact the citizens of Kittydale. And he's a badass in the suit. Come on. The best Super Kitty. Sphinx Martindale from the Hercules TV show. He's a game host. He's a game show host for whatever reason. If you walk by him, he stops you like a fucking Pokemon trainer or forces you into a quiz show. I don't know what's up with that. He eats prizes if you lose. A tier.
No harm. We're just passing through.
Not anymore. You're here to have fun.
Spunky, another one-off from fucking Rescue Rangers. He kind of looks like an Oliver ripoff. I don't know. He gets kidnapped by the bad guys, and then they escape. I don't know. Their ideas write themselves. F. All right, so next we got Stinky from Doug. Holy fuck, I forgot about this show. I thought this was a guy cat, but it's apparently a pregnant girl cat. The more you know. It also walks on two legs just for the hell of it. Overall, she's not much use. D. Okay, next we got Surlo from Raya and the Last Dragon. Yep. He's seen with the Fang troops. Their personalities are mostly unknown. Not much else for you. I didn't like this film either, but it's a pretty badass kitty a little bit. I'll give him a D. We got him. We didn't think we'd get to him, but we got to him. Tigger! He's a cat, right? Yeah, he's a fucking tiger. What the hell? I mean, who can go wrong with this guy? All he does is bounce and fun. The wonderful thing about Tiggers is that he's the only one. His name is funny. I mean, honestly, if you ask me, I think this is an S tier character. But wait, something's stopping us. No, it can't be. It can't be. Not Tigger. Not the favorite of Tigger. Yep, there you go. All right, Tabby, you know who owns this guy? Donald Duck. Comics, though. He's good pals with Donald's cousin, yet he doesn't speak for some reason, and he likes fish. Also, when he was created, he was originally supposed to be a female, but he was drawn male, and I guess they just kind of rolled with it. D tier. Talua from Teacher's Pet. She's a principal's cat. What's special here is that she knows one of the people talk to others. The others do not. I don't know shit about this character. F tier. All right, Talon from Gargoyles. He became a mutant, and he's the leader of the Labyrinth clan. He's part Black Panther, a bat, and electric eel. He's strong. He can fly. He's capable of producing a powerful electric blast. So what can he do? Fuck, I'll squish him an A. Okay, the Thebans from Hercules. More specifically, Snowball. That's one of the Thebans' cats. He doesn't do anything except get saved from the fire, and I'm surprised he even made it through that. So, poor guy, let's give him a D. So Tom is a mechanical cat who only appears in Rescue Rangers episode RoboCat. He was made to capture mice, but he failed at that. Eventually, he was shut down, RIP. I think it's supposed to be a reference to Tom and Jerry since his name is Tom. Can't even catch mice, F tier. You thought we forgot one of them, didn't you? Toodaloos. Toodaloos. I love saying his name like that. From the Aristocats. He's an orange kitty, oldest of the Duchess family. He wants to be tough. He wants to meet the mean alley cats, but on his spare time, he's trying to be a Picasso, and he paints daily. A lot of cats do. And for that, Mr. Toodaloos, S tier. All right, so we got Mr. Twitches is the main baddie of the Tinkerbell and the Great Fairy Rescue. He enjoys chasing fairies. I think that's all he does. But you know what? He got big booty. D tier. Ubasti. He's the main villain in Treasure Buddies. That's the Air Buddies franchise. She's an evil, hairless Sphinx cat. She's a typical cat, needs to rule the world over dogs kind of villain. I don't know why she dresses like Cleopatra. Maybe it's a fashion choice, but she's naked. F. Ooh, coming up next, we got, you know what? We're on the holy shit, we're on the last row of fucking cats, guys. Can you believe we're almost, I don't believe it myself. Next up, we got Brigadier General Robert E. Lee Sparrowhawk. He's retired, or AKA Uncle Bob. He's a one-off from Goof Troop. He's the uncle of Peg Pete's wife. I think they just made him as a spin-off of like fucking Robert E. Lee. It seems that he's also married. D tier. Trudy Van Tub. Another comic character. You guys thought I was done with them. Nah, this is Pete's girlfriend, okay? I think the Petes are ginormous. She worries about her looks a lot. She became a really big in the Italy comics for some reason. She's affiliated with the Mousetown Criminals, but later on she moved on to be Minnie's neighbors. So listen, there's potential here. I'm gonna hit her with that B. Waffles. This is Goofy and Max's cat in Goof Troop. Man, these Mickey and friends go through pets like every few years. He does a pretty mean can. I loved him in the show. Sadly, he's not in the Goofy movies because I think the movies take place about 6 years after the show. So it's probably assumed he's dead. Shit. S. R.I.P. Whiskers is the cat that made an appearance in Dog with a Blog. I've never heard of this show. Wow. I think it just sits there as a background character. F. All right, guys, we're at the home stretch. We got Mr. Whiskers from Frankenweenie. Again, not to be confused with the brandied Mr. Whiskers again, which I think was going on around the same time as this. He's the weird girl's pet cat. He's got a psychic premonition. And bro, let me tell you, his death is one of the most gruesome shit I've ever seen Disney release. So shout out to him, and he deserved it. You know where you belong. I'm making the exception for you, Mr. Whiskers. Wildcat McGraw. One off again from Cali's fucking Wild West. He's dangerous and he's an elusive outlaw. He's a bad kitty that gets arrested in the end. So boo-hoo. I don't like him. Womley Flincher. Similar to Pete, he appeared in a comic or two, not explored later. Womley is always smoking a cigar like the original Pete used to do. He became a relatively important rival to Donald Duck, but they're gonna keep him in the vault. I think they should keep him in the vault. F. All right, Yachi from the Disney Plus show Baymax. I forgot about that show. So she's a stray tabby. You get adopted. She loves stealing from others. Hairy baby. Her name means 8,000 in Japanese. I mean, I had a roommate when I worked at Disney that loved this fucking show, and he wanted me to watch the show. And I got like 3-4 episodes, and I just never went. But I like her. A tier. I just want to point out we have 4 left, guys. It says 5, but I didn't know how to get rid of the scar without refreshing, and I don't want to lose all my progress when I got 4 fucking left, okay? All right, Yan, a.k.a. Miss Tinkles from American Dragon Jake Long. Do you remember that show? A magical animal. It speaks English. It's good at martial arts. He's also been seen knocking a brick off of the Great Wall of China. So, hey, that's not bad for being bald. B. Cat Yzma, you thought we forgot about her, didn't you? I mean, do I need to speak here? She is, I think, the only villain to fall from such a height and survive, and I think it's because of Cat. So she should be thankful. She's cute, holding the little bottle, and her little voice sends me. Absolutely S tier. Guys, we got 2 left. I can't believe this. Zelda from The Fox and the Hound 2. Oh God, I'm getting flashbacks. So she's part of Dixie's entourage. I mean, she gets kicked out of the band near the end of it. She's a weird looking cat. Every time I think of this movie, all I think about is Reba and Jeff Foxworthy. D tier. And guys, finally, I didn't really want to end on this one, but for the whole alphabetical thing, she just happened to be last. I don't even know if this is a cat. Zanessa Sophia the First. She's one-off episode. She's an enchantress based on a cat, specifically, I guess, a Siamese cat, which is what she can transform into, and you're not getting much more out of me than that. F tier. That's it. Well, guys, let's take a look at this list, shall we? Honestly, not as many for that amount of cats, for 240 cats, 22 to be S tier. Come on. And 41 to be A tier, 49 of them to be B tier, 56 of them to be D tier, 61 of them to be F tier, and 13 to be Jim Cummings. Now listen, y'all, that's all I could find or thought is good enough, and believe me, I know I missed some. Probably a lot, to be honest with you, a lot of background cats in films and comics, but let's be real, if you don't remember them, I probably don't either. But hey, if there's a major one I genuinely did miss, comment below. I'll say I'm sorry. But thank you for your time, guys. I mean, shit, let me know if I should do the dogs next. But here's the issue about the dogs, though. There's over 500 of those guys. Nothing's ever gonna beat my Figaro. Thanks for watching. I've been recording for 3 hours. Let's see how long this video is.
His long and illustrious career in the world of literature. From Aesop down through the ages, the cat has been a traditional storybook character, and he can be found in almost every collection of fairy tales or nursery rhymes. His popularity in stories of all nations is probably due to the many variations within his personality, which enable him to play a great variety of roles.